What's up, you guys? Skylar Pale the Scales, and I got a problem. And I feel like it's a problem that a lot of you guys out there have, so I figured I'd share it with you guys, and maybe we can all learn together and grow. So my problem is I cannot stop getting new animals, okay? And it is a serious issue. I try to tell myself, no more. I tell my wife, I'm done. And then next thing you know, there's a deal on North Market, or I talk to someone new and there's a new connection and hey, this pops up, or I go to a show, find out about a new gecko species that I've never heard of before, and the guy who breeds them is like, oh, here, hold this thing, and I'm instantly hooked. So this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 new animals that I've added to the collection, and sad to say that there's actually a 4th animal that is on its way. It's coming in a few weeks. It's still getting acclimated. It is still taking its first couple meals, and when it is strong and ready, it'll be shipped here, and I'll show you guys how awesome that is. But in this video, we're gonna check out the 3 new animals I've got, check out this quarantine rack that I have, and maybe that I'll show you guys how I got that set up, and maybe that can help some of you out. So let's get to it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go over this in a couple steps. That way we can, just really see what you need when you're going through your quarantine setup. First couple things I like to get is what's visible right now is 1 pair of tongs, but you wanna have 1 pair of tongs for each animal. I just fed my green tree python last night, and as soon as I was done, the tongs and anything I touch either gets cleaned and the tongs go straight in the dishwasher. So cleanliness is very key. You wanna keep your disinfectant wipes. I got a log for their eating, 2 different pens, even though I'm using the pen for that and just a marker for anything else. I got a camera on my thermostat to keep an eye on it. And you guys, you always want to keep your laser light temp gun around when you're testing out your probes and your thermostats, so you can get everything right. I know that's set at 93, but right now my hot spots are right in the 86 range. I got a little temperature gauge back there showing you. So, that fluctuates anywhere from 86, 85, 87 degrees. And you can see that the back is not 100% pressed up against it, obviously, because there's a little lip from the edge of the tub, and I don't want it touching because I'm not trying to melt any plastic on accident while I'm not here. So those are just things to be mindful. But very simple setup. You're going to be wanting to wipe off everything after you touch it. Being clean is very key when you're coming to your quarantine rack. So yeah, let's check out these animals, and I'll show you a couple little cool tricks to these tubs that I've learned from some friends that will be very helpful to you. So let's do it. Okay, so this right here, this is awesome. Anyone that has tubs or a rack system, you're probably really going to want to use these or steal this idea. I stole it from my buddy Jacob Bratz of Longleaf Reptilia. He's really awesome, got a super cool collection, super nice guy. He gave me the idea, he shows it in a video, so I stole that from him. I cannot take any credit for this. But get these at your hardware store. I got these at Lowe's. It's called a plastic shim. And what that does is there's a small minute gap, and what that does is when you put your rack in, just pushes it up. Now it's nice and snug. So that's all that does. Any little snakes or any little hatchlings eliminates the chance of them escaping. As you can see, I got lots of ventilation through all sides and back. Super nice, super easy setup. We got a water bowl, we got a perch, we got some greenery in there for the snake to feel safe. And that's one beautiful snake. I don't know if, I'm sure some of you are reading the name tag. You can see, I'll go ahead and explain what it is. But first you can see, just got the plastic perch, water bowl, a hide, and one thing of greenery. Everything can be taken out and washed. Everything can be visible for poop. If there's any kind of mites or any kind of disease that you want to keep an eye out for, that's what this whole quarantine period is about, is seeing what's going on with your snake and checking the health. So that's all very important. But I'll go ahead and put up a couple pictures of this thing. But this right here female F2 pure boa cabana poplin carpet python from the great Jennifer and Scott Holland of Boa Cabana. So they went ahead and hooked me up with that beautiful female snake. Couldn't be more happy with that. We're gonna go ahead and leave her alone. I don't want to mess with her too much. This is, quarantine period. Just trying to let the snake settle in. But boom, go ahead, put a little shim in there. As you can see, we named her Bellatrix, female, 21, F2 Boa Cabana, poplin carpet. So after I've said everything, I'm gonna go ahead and follow my rules. We went ahead and just touched a couple things, so you're definitely going to grab some disinfectant wipes to wipe your hand off. If I can get this out, one-handed. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my hands off really quick. Hands nice and clean, rag was used. Let's go check out this next snake. Now this snake is an absolute gem, and I'm gonna go ahead and add pictures of these snakes so you can really get a true view of them. But this is my first green tree python I've ever acquired, and I got it from a really cool guy, Mauricio Luderoth, and he's just been super great help. He's got all the lineage information for his animals. They're super beautiful. I stay in contact with him, weekly. We talk and share pictures, and couldn't be more excited, you guys. Look at this beautiful snake. When I got it, it was still a yellow Neo. Okay, here, perfect. You see that temperature gauge in the back? I got my 90% humidity, and I have my 84.5 degree hotspot, which is basically ideal for these green tree pythons. Sorry, you guys, I've had a sore throat all day, so it's a little hard for me to talk right now. Anyways, look at this beautiful snake. You can see it has a lot of black speckling in it, and just a beautiful green top side with a yellow belly. I'll put in pictures so you can really see it, because it's just tucked up right now, but one beautiful snake. And again, simple setup, plastic fake leaf. We got the 3D printed perches from Heli Guy Serpents, Chris Sexton. Put that plug out there for you. Sorry, I forgot to mention that on the first cage. Chris hooked me up with those Heli Guy Serpents. Follow him on IG. But you can see how these tubs and these racks are so simple. They work really good, and just makes your animal feel really safe. We're gonna go ahead and slide that back. Let that animal be. And you guys are gonna really enjoy the still shots that I put up of these snakes, because, well, I don't have too many of this one, but I have tons of this one because I've had it a little bit longer. So I'll put those pictures in there for you, and let's go check out this third new animal. Before I do that, let me wipe my hands again. We never don't wipe our hands. Must be clean when it comes to quarantine. That's the whole point of this. So let's go check out the third animal. So not only did we add 3 new reptiles, but we are trying to start our own quail colony here. And these are the new chicks that we just acquired. Cute little things. How cute is that? Hey, you little peeper. Hey, you little peepers. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Look at them. Oh, oh. Hey, oh, boop, boop, boop. Too cute. Man, how awesome. All right. Ooh, what is this? That is not a snake enclosure. Is that a bioactive? That might be a bioactive. What the heck do I need a bioactive for? Could it maybe be that little guy right there? What is that? That is the coolest gecko to ever crawl the face of the earth. Urodactyloid agricoli. We call him ggiemate. He is awesome. I have never seen a gecko so cool. As you can see right now, he's almost like in a mid fired up, fired down stage. But he's like lighter in color right now. And at night, when he's fired up, he becomes this awesome hunter green, camo, dark blackish banded, he just looks like a camo creature. He looks like an alien of sorts. It's super awesome. I'll put still shots of him up so you can get a better look, but I wanted to take a look at this. This is my first bioactive enclosure, a real bioactive where you actually have some springtails and some living creatures at the bottom and some layers and whatnot. So this was my first try with him. The guy that I got it from captive breeds these geckos, and I am now on a waiting list with him to get a female. This is a male, that's why his name is ggiemate. But right now, you know, the enclosure, everything is actually growing in really good. The only thing that is dying off is this vine a little bit, which is a real bummer because this is like his favorite, one of his favorite spots to hang out is like right up here and over there. But he does run around the whole enclosure at night. I don't have his Pangea in here right now because I give him fresh stuff every night, and then during the day, if it's nasty or if there's any crickets in it or anything, I'll take it out and give him fresh stuff the next night. So we'll be giving him some fresh stuff tonight. But as you can see, you know, got a nice layer of leaf litter in here, a bunch of different leaves. We got some a couple different heads of root bundles of pothos growing in here, a couple in the front, a couple in the back that are still growing up. The plan is to have the pothos, there's 2 bundles behind each cork straight, so the plan is to have them kind of growing up from behind it and growing over the tops and draping over and coming back down from the backside. So hopefully that'll kind of give it a cool effect once everything grows in. When I first planted this little bundle, it was just barely small enough and underneath here. So that's how much growth we've got in just about a week and a half. So this has been pretty awesome to watch. Yeah, I'll put in some cool pictures of ggiemate, but this is the 3rd new animal that we got recently, you guys. And I'm safe to say I have a serious problem, and my wife is not happy one bit because this animal is in our dining room, and she told me no more animals in the house unless they're in quarantine, because that is just the safest way to do it. My building is outside. We quarantine animals in the spare bedroom, keep everyone safe, make sure our collection is safe, and make sure the new animals coming in are healthy. And yeah, just the best way to do things, and that is the way we've learned through the hard lessons of doing things wrong. So you know what, life is all about growth, and sometimes the ways of learning that growth is through hard lessons. Let me go ahead and give you a little peek at just the layers that you can get into the bioactive. I had a lot of fun building this. It was my first one, as I said. So yeah, but all right, there's the 3rd animal. Hope you guys liked it. Well, safe to say I have a problem, you guys. I'm not mad at this problem because it's super aesthetically pleasing. I make sure I eat on the other side of the table now, so I'm looking at this all the time. You can see I got my mini reptile library I'm growing. Always want to get your reptile literature, guys. That's kind of the best way to learn. And most people that have written books about reptiles are from an older time in this hobby, so they got a lot of knowledge, or at least knowledge that needs to be passed down. So that's keys. But hope you guys liked today's video. I'm seriously obsessed with this gecko. I'm not a huge gecko guy, but I am a gecko guy now. And I'm definitely a green tree python guy. I've been one at heart. I've always loved them and admired them from afar. But now that I have one, it is on like Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying. But okay, hope you guys liked today's video. And if you have the same issue as me, leave a comment. Tell me about your issues. Tell me about your problems. How many reptiles do you got? How much does your wife hate you? And before you do any of that, go to USARK, become a member, join. It's like $5, or you can spend $40 and get a t-shirt. And all that does is when these guys go to fight for us in court, what looks good in court? Hey, I have all this money, or hey, I have all these people and they are here fighting for their rights. That looks way better. So sign up, join, become a member, and let's fight for our rights, you guys, because we don't want to lose our pets. We don't want to lose our reptiles. We don't want any of that. So like, subscribe, share, follow the Instagram, Hale_the_scales, and I'll see you in the next video.